People have been asking me to make a video to elaborate on my Facebook posts regarding Facebook ads. I am a Facebook ads guy. I'm doing very well out of it. I love it very much. It's quite close to my heart because I believe it's perfect balance between psychology, science and art. And I am a scientific artist that likes psychology. Good stuff. Right. So my posts, I think I've kind of categorized them into 4 parts. People have asked me to elaborate on 4 main subjects. They're not equal, some are smaller than others. Split testing, they're all huge. Split testing and my process behind it, how I've come to use the method that I use. It costs a lot of money and a lot of time to get to the point where I am. Because we learn through mistakes in Facebook ads, and mistakes in Facebook ads are costly. Okay. Of course, you're not going to just be able to go from where I was to where I am now through this video, but it will certainly cut the costs on the mistakes, which is my aim. This video is made to help people save time and money, and a little bit of a shortcut, perhaps not too much of a shortcut, because you still need to learn yourself. You still need to build the neuropaths in your mind. You can't just absorb information and then go. You absorb information, build the paths, and then go. Next, copy an image. The copyright that I use, the copyright that I create, the copy, the art of copy, and the image. The image is important, of course, but not as important as the copy. Copy is an art form. Copy is vital. Copy is how we get, well, not how, but it grabs attention. And it gets people to do what you want them to do without them knowing that you're doing it in a good way. Okay. I know that somebody wants a bracelet. I've got a fantastic bracelet. I know this person is really going to enjoy this bracelet once they get it. So I can write the copy for it to grab that person's mind, because I understand the person I'm searching for. And then they'll see it. It'll grab that particular mind, and then they'll go to the shop, they'll buy the bracelet, they'll enjoy the bracelet, and everyone's happy. I'm happy. They're happy they got the bracelet, and I suppose we're getting paid as marketers, as Facebook ad guys. And then we're going to go into research, which is of course everything, but I could say that about all the categories here. The research, so it's getting into the mind of the person that you're trying to sell stuff to. Once you've done that, it's just, you don't have to imagine anymore, because you can feel what they feel and see what they see, because you put yourself in their life. And it's easy to imagine what car they will drive, what house price bracket they live in, what their children are going to do, what kind of clothes they wear, where they're going to go on holiday, what kind of perfume they wear. Once you've imagined who your prospect is, and truly understood then the nature of their life, then you don't have to keep kind of doing any more research, because you really understand what they want, their way of life. And then we're going to hyper-targeting, and which comes after the research. And if you understand where I'm going with the research and putting your mind in their life, then it just becomes so simple. The hyper-targeting is then just clicking buttons, because you've already adjusted your mindset into theirs. Also, the country has relevance to targeting as well. We will adjust our targeting in relation to which country we're selling in. Yeah, and I did actually write a post about come across Steve Jobs when I was reading his bio, and the analogy that I created from him getting inside the mind of the toy, and that's how they were able to create such a masterpiece of a film, because they really were inside the mindset of the toy, the mindset of the product. For example, if a glass of water, sorry, if a glass was alive, it would be happy when it was full and sad when it was empty. A car would be happy when it's being driven, sad when it wasn't. But yeah, if you go back through my posts, it was only about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Read that, and it'll make sense and fit in quite nicely here. And that brings us on to copy. Beautiful, super important copy. The base of all business advertising. How to communicate with your chosen target. It should be based around your target. So if you're writing ads for 15-year-olds, you're going to word it very differently to writing ads for 50-year-olds. Generally, for any age range, it should be in real speak. So writing, should be written phonetically. Always use bold verbs for taking action, because they are action words, of course. Should we ask questions to invite action? See what I did there? Of course we should. We should be asking questions. It gets the clients engaged and keeps the post alive. Font, type, colour, size, all very important. Don't be vague, be clear, straight to the point, so you don't leave things open to interpretation. Also, using simple words with a max of 2 syllables. Keep it simple, short, snappy. Bam, bam, bam. And onto image. It should be a high quality image. Good definition. Should be relevant to the ad. Should be in focus, have good contrast, good colour, of course. It should be positioned correctly on the advertisement as well. And of course it should be cool and legalish. So once we've done our research correctly, and we know what our avatar is, what our prospect is, and what they do outside of the obvious in their life, advertising becomes really very simple. As I said, you just simply are ticking boxes. I mean, the level of depth you can go into is really quite incredible. These need to be white flagged by certain companies, but this is how far you can go into it. Super. This is downloadable. I'll put a link in. That's it, fantastic. Alright, on to split testing. This is how I begin the process for my clients' ads. So I start with 5 templates. They all have different image, copy, targeting, call to action buttons different. The timing of when I post will be different. Between 8 and 9 in the morning, basically on the way to work, lunchtime, and on the way home from work. Those times are super busy on Facebook. So you need to bear that in mind. Someone said to me, actually, they changed the colour of the call to action button and got a 20% raise on conversion. So that's how balanced this process is. That's why it's so wonderful to me. and then I'll run them for 3 days at $5 a day and see how they perform. And then I'll drop the lowest 3, and then I'll take the two finalists and run them up to $10. Always monitoring this process. If there's a huge difference, I wanna know why. Why is one so much better than the other? And this is a learning process. Split testing is how we become good at ads, and the more you split test, the better you're gonna get. So the final 2 up to $10 a day. See who wins that one, and then we have our winning beginning ad. Now, the split testing goes on and on and on; it never stops. So, I'll take that and I'll put it up to the maximum budget, whatever I've agreed with my client, and then I'll take that ad, change bits about it, and split it up into 5, and each one will be slightly different, and I'll run them on $5 a day, see which one does better, and then blast the winner. Just using the same process that I went through before. And the more you do this, the better you'll get. Practice makes perfect. But of course, practice costs money in ads. Okay, so I think that's everything covered from the inquiries that I had about my posts. Please feel free to ask any more questions, and yeah, feel free to share the video in case any of your friends will benefit from this. And speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.